Welcome again, family. So, as promised, we are at the larger of the two villas. We are at Fantasy in Discovery Bay. We're going to do a full tour. This is a bigger system. This is a solar channel. So, we're going to show you the solar, the full tour of the solar, and we're going to actually show you the full tour of the house as well. Big up the owners of this villa. They're allowing us to do a full tour. We're showing you every little detail, everything that draw all of the power. So, follow me. Let's take a look. We are on the pool deck. As you can see behind me, a lot of the solar panels are in full display, tastefully so. I personally like to see solar panels on roofs, and it marks that we're in the 21st century. We are living a more sustainable life. Why the pool nice? The pool pump is a powerful pool pump. Anybody who owns a pool knows that you need a good filtration system, good pumping system and everything. And it draw a lot of power. It took probably about 3 days to put up the panels. A job like this, 84 solar panels, 700 watts each. A property about this size that requires this amount of electricity, it's going to probably take us a week to complete the project, the full project. Panels took about 3 days to put up. I'm going to now take you on a little tour of the inside of the house. So right now we're in the interior living space. It is super big. This is the dining area. Jesus. You can see this area is not air conditioned at the moment, but I can feel all the cool breeze, from the Caribbean Sea just flowing through the house. So I guess that's what the beach house vibe is all about. You can see that this was tastefully designed for the breeze to take advantage of all those, trade winds, because of all the excess power that they have access to now, that they've already paid for. It's solar. Because during the summer, it will get hot. So for their summer guests, I think they're going to air condition this space. So they will have the option of closing off the entrances and running the air conditioning in the living space here and the kitchen. So this is where most of the magic happens. This villa is fully staffed. Butler, chef, all of that. So this is where all the work actually takes place. All of this stuff gets used up. This big fridge here, this huge double door type fridge situation. You can imagine the amount of food that they have to be processing in this place for their 14 guests, or probably even more. Next, we're going to take a look at the bedrooms. Every single bedroom is air conditioned. I run Airbnbs myself, so I understand when your guests come to your Airbnb, you best believe that they're going to buck your AC. Just expect that. That's one of the reasons why it's just nice to have solar, because if they want to buck your AC, it doesn't really matter to you. The power is there, ready to go. Room number 1, since we're counting. This looks like a 24,000 BTU, because the bedroom not small, people. All right. Bedroom number 2, another 24,000 BTU AC. I'm pointing out the AC then because they burn a lot of power. This is what run up your light bill, because it's like turning the bedroom into a refrigerator, basically. So let's take a look at this bathroom. Nobody don't like to be with cold water. So the water heater gets a lot of usage. And the water heater is something to really take into account when it comes to your energy usage. Now, if you have a solar system, you don't need a solar water heater. You can just get a regular tank type water heater, because you already have electricity from the sun. Bedroom number 3. Nice garden view bedroom. 12,000 BTU AC here. This bedroom is a little bit smaller than the others. Looks like a kid-friendly bedroom. And ensuite bathroom. Bedroom number 4, 18,000 BTU AC. Number 5 bedroom. It's a pleasant surprise. 24,000 BTU AC. It's a lot of ACs. And this room has 2 queen-size beds. Very tastefully done. Compliments to the designers, architects, everybody who is involved in this project. It's nice. Finally, oh, nice beach view. This is number 6 bedroom. Nice vaulted ceilings in this room. You're literally just looking right at the beach from your bed. 24,000 BTU AC. This is about providing sustainable, very, 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 very cheap electricity. Solar electricity is only 10%, more or less, and still going down, 10% the cost of what you would pay to your electric company. In Jamaica is JPS. You get a 90% discount on your electricity costs over maybe, let's say, a decade or so of ownership, because there is an upfront cost. And my favorite room, this one is nice. The shower. You can look at the sky while you're showering. This is it. This is it, family. I have arrived. This is it. Yeah, man. My style is. This is it. And the beach, same time. All right, this is the room that you would want to find yourself in my opinion. With the other room, them nice too. This is one I would want to find myself in. The solar panels, family, they have their role. But for a solar system to work, you need batteries, you need inverters, you need many kilometers of wires in the case of this 84 panel system. And you need very knowledgeable engineers and technicians. It's a lot of work to get a project like this done. For those of you who know, this is a 4-inch conduit pipe leading to the power room. Anybody who does electrical work understands the amount of wires that you have to run to make it so that we need this big, thick 4-inch pipe to run all those wires into the power room. Just take a quick look around here as well. The house came with, obviously it's a villa, so it came with a generator. The amount of engineering that went on here is not funny, because we implemented the generator into the whole build to work exactly. Well, it supplies power. I forget how they wired this one up, but it supplies the power. Obviously, it would be last in line. It's last in line. But it's there, because it was already there, so we made sure that we included it. Check out the water pump. This is in addition to the pool pump. I remember pumps use up a lot of electricity. This looks like about 1500 watts. So when this turn on, 1500 watts. You know, it adds up. If you're running a villa, kitchen, the washroom, and the air conditioning, that's where all the power is used. How many loads a day do you think you do a day?
It all depends on the size and the amount of people that you have. You know, you use a lot of beach towels and linens from the room. So you can run you up to 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, or 3 to 4.
So let's say 4 to 5 loads a day. Everything has to be washed. And everything is dried. We're looking at 2 washers, a dryer. The dryer alone, you know, is 5-6 kilowatts. We add in another washer and dryer over here. Look like them, not add it yet. So that is another, so that's 10 kilowatts. Just running the 2 dryers, you know, you're running 10-12,000 watts. Just this alone. When you run these dryers, it uses up more power, inverter power, than all the ACs put together. Ooh, power room cool. So this is the power room now. I have to lock the door because it's air conditioned. And the reason for air conditioning is you have to maintain, I mean, the equipment generates a lot of heat, so you have to maintain a certain temperature to have it run as efficiently as possible. Believe you me, the efficiency is increased so much so that it more than compensates for the power that you're going to use to cool the room. So everything can run at maximum capacity. Where do we start? We're looking at 4 of the 12,000 watt day inverters. These are smart hybrid inverters. And smart means ultra programmable. That is where lies the dilemma. You have to, in my view, be very careful who you get to install a solar system, because for safety, the equipment requires a lot of programming. When you are considering solar, you get what you pay for. If somebody is going to give you a very cheap price, they're going to cut corners and you're probably not going to get what you think you're going to get. You need knowledgeable people because a lot of calculations have to be done to ensure a safe installation. So one of the advantages of a hybrid inverter is that it will manage the power from batteries, the solar panels, and the grid power, in this case JPS, the generator, to charge the batteries. It depends on what you want. I personally don't like to use my generator to charge my batteries. This is 48,000 watts of inverter power. I just remember that the washroom alone used 10,000 to 12,000 watts. This is a automatic transfer switch, which is not needed, but it's put in there just as a last resort. So that means that if all fails, at least the transfer switch can switch over to the grid power until the problem is resolved, whatever might happen. Why this system was implemented and how it was implemented. Hurricane Melissa had just passed. The place is book solid. So they had to make a quick decision. Cancel all the bookings and send home the staff, or keep the ball rolling. So they chose to install solar. So now they're benefiting from the free energy, and they did not have to send home any staff, and they could have provided the villa to their guests. Family, you can go cheap on furniture, you can go cheap on your tiling or whatever. Do not go cheap on your electricity. Don't go cheap on solar, don't go cheap on anything that to do with electricity. You get the specific equipment to ensure that your investment is safe. All right, so we're looking at 12 of the 15 kilowatt hours stackable lithium iron phosphate batteries. That's 174 kilowatt hours. I hope I got that right. There's a lot of power. The owners, they chose to go with extra batteries because they needed it at the time, because they didn't have JPS for months because of Hurricane Melissa. And carrying forward into the future, now their guests are guaranteed extra comfort. JPS is turned off to the inverters right now. Let's take a look at that. You can see right here that there's no JPS power because the owners chose to turn off JPS because they find that they never ever need JPS. Based on the size of the system, they are pretty much independent. They chose to run off-grid. This is their choice. Effectively, this system is a self-standing system, really. It has the ability to be self-standing, which they are really putting to the test. It also has the ability to be integrated with the grid and everything. It's just, a matter of fact, I can show you on camera. It's just to turn on these 4 breakers, and then it will integrate the grid automatically. So the computer controls the power usage. If your batteries are full and you have solar power, it never uses the grid power. It's just there just in case. But because there's no in case, given the size of the system, they just turn it off. Don't need it. Owners are not here all the time, obviously, So we have this internet thing there. I'm really proud of how this project was managed, and owner, he was the one who insisted for us to send the internet cable through. Big up for that move. So him have the Wi-Fi signal in here is very strong. Wi-Fi is recommended because smart inverter, you can access it over Wi-Fi. These are Wi-Fi connected inverters. We've literally done some programming on the inverters over Wi-Fi. All right, family, so this concludes our tour of both villas, sister villas in Discovery Bay. I hope it was very informative, and I hope you're entertained and inspired. Every solar system that is installed helps to improve on our air quality, and every one of us want to breathe fresh air. So until next time, take good care of yourself.